Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. Let's review the sections of the update that you could check deeper into as you read through it this evening. First, you'll have the update from me. We'll talk about beginning of the year. We'll also talk about celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Then we move on to our safety tip for families. We have our school and district highlights, and we round off with our recognition. So let's get going. Let's take a deeper dive into that section from me. You'll see a very important update as well as a link. You'll have a link from this past Tuesday's board meeting where I gave our Board of Education some very important updates of the start of the school year. You'll also see a part that really focuses deeper on transportation. And folks, transportation has been challenging. Our team has been working really hard. It's a newer team with great drivers and staff over there, but we have been short in transportation. And this has been a problem throughout the country. It continues to be a problem here, and we're continuing to try and battle that problem. So please check that out. There's also another highlight about safety. I did focus on this on Tuesday night at the board meeting, but I want you to know about how we continue to revise our procedures. One important thing, what is going to happen at Crosby and Adams Field. And folks, I really want you to watch that highlight from the board meeting where I really talk about that in depth, but I also want you to focus on the fact that at both Crosby and Adams, a big security thing that we need to focus on is we have to eliminate transportation from inside of those fields, especially while games are going on and during the school day. So there's some updates of how we're going to do that, where we're going to move our handicap accessible parking to in the future. So I really encourage you to read up on that. Then we have an update on celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. And folks, as you know, September 15th, today is our first day kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month, all the way to October 15th. And this week, as we do every week during Hispanic Heritage Month, we will celebrate someone of Hispanic origin that has had an impact on America and our world. And this week we celebrate Javita Adar, and a devoted advocate for the rights of Mexican Americans in the early 20th century. Really check out that section. Great educational piece for the family this evening. Then we go to our safety tips for families. And folks, some of these we will repeat from year to year. This is one of them, and that is stranger danger. I know that we've always heard that phrase, stranger danger, since the beginning of time, because since when I was a kiddo, we talked about stranger danger. And folks, we've already had an incident where there's a concern for a walker, a student this week with stranger danger. I want you to read that section and talk to your kiddos. You can never talk enough about making sure that they are smart and they are always cognizant of their surroundings. We talked about last week not walking while we're doing this, but we also need to know how to respond. Our kiddos need to be very alert on how to respond when it comes to an event of stranger danger. Then we have our school and district highlights. Lindy secures $5,000 to support Holmes Elementary Mentoring Partnership. New farm-to-school opportunities are available for grade K, grade 5, and grade 12 students. Lindbergh hosts outdoor welcome back assembly. Kenmore East and Kenmore West students take part in Music is Art Instrument Zoo. Franklin PTA provides all kindergarten students with school t-shirts. Ken West Studio and Art classes collaborate to recreate the Scream painting. And that brings us to our final part this week, and that's our recognition. And I really want to say a special thank you, recognition to our entire technology staff. All of our people led in the department by none other, our director, Miss Heather Fleming, under the direction of our assistant superintendent, Nicole Morosco. Our technology staff has done so much over the summer. People who, sometimes will say, oh, what do school districts do over the summer? This is just a small taste. You got to take a look at all of the things that our technology staff worked on this summer, and they're all listed right there. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you to our technology folks. Really, we cannot do all the things that we're doing with innovation in our district if it wasn't for you. And that brings us to the end of our connection this week. And ladies and gentlemen, it feels like the school year has been moving along for months now because we're right back in the swing of it. So really work with our kiddos to make sure that they don't become complacent and they really push through September and make sure that they're focused on the work. Focused on the work together will make us Kenton proud. It will absolutely make us Kenton strong, and it will help us to move Kenton forward. Thank you so much and have a wonderful weekend.